My mom has always favored my younger sister over me. Despite this, I did my best to support her because I felt indebted to her for raising me. However, as soon as it was decided that my sister would be returning, my mom instantly cut me off. She shouted, "Get out, you parasite. If that's what you want, I won't put up with you anymore. If you want to do this, I'm going to make up for all the grudges I've had against you." My name is Samantha, and I'm 26 years old. After graduating from college, I worked for a decent company and lived with my mom. My dad passed away a few years ago, and my sister is already married with a family. Originally, I was going to live alone, but my sister's marriage was decided to decipher mine. I couldn't leave my mom alone, so I still live here with her. Thinking back, my mom always adored my younger sister. My younger sister, Jessica, is the complete opposite of me. She's cute and stylish, but the only drawback I have with her is her crooked personality. The amazing thing about her is that even her bad personality is covered up by her looks. She's this good-looking girl on the outside, so it's like she's living her life dexterously. My sister is the complete opposite of me, whose only mirror is her earnestness, but she seems to be quite lovely to my mom. After my sister got married and left home, my mom often complained about me. She said, "No, I wish I could live with Jessica instead of you. Why is Jessica so pretty, but you have nothing to offer? Oh my God, I want to see Jessica. I'm tired of seeing your face." Even now, I'm working to support this family, but why does she have to be so mean to me? "Hey Mom, I know you think Jessica is cute, but you don't have to say that much." I interrupted her in disgust. My mom got pissed off. "What if you were as good as Jessica? I wouldn't have to go through this every day." "What do you mean I don't have to go through this? You don't have any problems in your life, do you? We've been living in this house since Dad passed away," I said, putting up with her tone. "You're not thinking? You're doing me a favor by saying I did this for you, are you?" "I didn't mean it that way, okay? I have no choice but to live with you. If Jessica hadn't got married, I would be living with her, not you," she retorted. Okay, that's enough," I said. We now live in a house that was rebuilt a few years before my dad died. It's not in my mom's name, but I'm the one making the remaining loan payments. However, my mom always compares me to my sister and insults only me. I was at the end of my rope, living with my mom, who said hateful things to me every time she saw my face. Yet there's a reason why I didn't give up on my mom. When my dad died, she cried for days, didn't eat well, and was so exhausted, the people around her were worried about her. I have to support my mom from now on. I must protect my mom for my dad's sake, I thought. As the eldest daughter, I've always had a strong sense of responsibility. Nowadays, I often get angry at my mom's words and actions, but after my dad passed away, my mom was the only parent I had. I couldn't hate her from the bottom of my heart. Then one day, suddenly, my sister came to our house with her husband. As soon as she saw my mom, she said something outrageous. "Mom's having a hard time making ends meet," my sister said in tears, and my mom looked worried. "Life is tough." "What the hell is going on? That's horrible," I exclaimed. "I can only rely on you more. If it's okay with you, I want to live with you, Jessica," my sister said. This isn't good, I realized instantly, but it was already too late. Before I could interject, my mom had already said yes. "Yes, yes, yes, my lovely Jessica is in trouble. I have to help," my mom exclaimed. "Mom, of course. Besides, I've always wanted to live with you," my sister said. "Wow, thank you. I love you, Mom." My mom was overjoyed. "Do you hear my sister saying I love you?" They agreed on their own without considering my opinion. I wasn't satisfied with this, so I went to my mom and said, "Hey, wait a minute, Mom. I live in this house too." My mom replied, "So, I have 2 people moving in here all of a sudden. I have my room. I don't care what you think. The house is in my name, right? That's true." I tried to talk back, but my mom sighed and said, "If you have such a problem with it, you should get out of the house." I froze at my mom's remark. "What are you talking about? Didn't you hear me? I told you to leave in the first place. You're nothing more than a replacement for Jessica for me. You know that's horrible. You don't have to talk to me like that. I don't want a parasite like you. If Jessica comes back, I don't need you," my mom told me so clearly, and I was blinded by the darkness. I knew my mom adored my sister. I've been taking care of my mom all my life, yet she cut me off so easily. My sister, who left my mom after marriage without thinking, was loved so much. And I, who have supported my mom for so many years, was treated unreasonably. I didn't understand every single thing my mom said and did. I was so frustrated and miserable that I almost burst into tears. My sister, seeing me like this, opened her mouth with a sneer. She said, "Mom also said this is... Why don't you get the hell out of here?" I said, "If you don't leave, there won't be room in the house, right? We don't need you." "What do you mean you don't need me? I'm the one who has been supporting Mom until now." "So what? She wants to live with me, right? We don't need you anymore. You're trash." With that out of the way, Jessica called my mom and her husband, and together they began to plan a schedule for the move. Even though I was hurting right beside her. "I am so happy. Let's have real meat on the day we move in. Wow, you're so nice. I'll get the ingredients." Everyone was so excited that my presence was like nothing to them. As I stood there in shock, I heard my sister cursing at me again. "Hey, what are you doing just standing there like that? I told you to get out of here. You can't just say that we don't need you, parasite. Hit the hell out of here and give us some room. Move out by the end of the week. That should be fine, right?" I struggled to keep my voice down and finally complied. Meanwhile, my mom was planning a short trip with my sister. "You'd better move out by the time we get back from our trip, okay?" With those final words, my mom left with my sister and her husband. To my mom, I was just a distraction, so as long as Jessica was there, I didn't matter. "If you're willing to do that, I won't put up with it anymore. If it comes to this, I'm going to put you through hell." No longer feeling sympathy for my mom, I was determined to take revenge. From that point on, it was quick. I immediately contacted a moving company and quickly moved in while my mom and my sister were away. The movers asked me curiously, "All this stuff, do you need help? Please make sure everything is clean." I returned to them with a big smile. I was moving to the company housing. I heard that the company housing was still available, and the company invited me to move in several times, but I refused because my mom was there. This time I found out there were still vacancies and decided to start the move and procedures immediately. I never expected to start my company housing life in this way, but when I finally moved in, I immediately liked it. The room was even nicer than I had imagined. Hey, did you love and enjoy the story? Take a moment to like and subscribe for more. I was getting used to my new life in company housing when I checked my phone. I found that I had received an incoming call from my mom and sister. The voicemail message said, "Show up at my house, and now." I'd expected this, but the number of incoming calls was far more than I had imagined. I knew that if I ignored the messages, they might show up at work. So I went by my mom's house on my way home from work. When I opened the door, I found my mom and sister waiting for me with a fierce look on their faces. They said, "Hey, what the hell is going on? There's nothing in the house. He's my favorite refrigerator and toaster. Take them." I responded calmly, amazed at their ranting and raving. "Where to? My new house?" "What do you mean, don't take it without permission? Yeah, give it back now. Give it back. Why? What are you?" The furniture and appliances belonged to Mom, didn't they? My sister's comments made me burst out laughing. "What's so funny?" "I'm so sorry. I just thought you were misunderstanding," my sister said, raising her voice. I decided to explain the facts to her. "I don't know what you know, but I bought all the furniture and appliances here. I'm moving out. I'm supposed to take my stuff with me, right?" "Oh, what do you mean?" I said. "All the furniture and appliances that were left in this house, I bought them with my own money. Do you understand?" "But that doesn't mean you should take it all with you. It was here from the beginning," my sister said, huffing and puffing, staring at me with a devilish look on her face. "And the money in the bank was zero. I couldn't use Mom's credit card when we were on vacation, so I had no choice but to borrow money from a cash advance to pay for the trip." "Oh? So you took all the money in the bank, didn't you?" I asked. "Of course, because it was my money. What's wrong with taking it all?" When I lightly provoked her, my sister turned to me and shouted, "Don't play with me." She was getting closer and closer to me, her face turning red as she yelled back. "The money that big book should have contained Dad's insurance money," I exclaimed. What? What are you talking about? It's not in there?" "No way. When I came to this house before, there was a lot of money in there." "That was just me supplementing my income with a portion every month. It's just that it's been accumulating." "Then what about Dad's insurance money? It's gone a long time ago." "Your favorite mom spent it all," I said. As I said that, my sister turned her head back to my mom. My mom quickly turned her head away and made a face like, "Oh my God." "Wait a minute, Mom, is it true?" my sister asked fearfully, but my mom only mumbled, My sister, who had grown numb to the situation, yelled at my mom, "What the hell is going on? I came home because I thought Dad's insurance money was in this house." Trying to calm Jessica, who had lost her temper, my mom muttered, "Calm down." "How could I calm down? It's your fault for spending Dad's money, isn't it? What are you going to do about it?" Jessica exclaimed. I was just happy that you and I could live together again. You came back because you wanted to live with me too, right? I interjected. Huh? You've got to be kidding me. I only came back to pay off my debt. As I found out from the conversation between my mom and my sister and her husband became addicted to gambling. They ended up with a large amount of debt. Attempting to repay the debt, they took to gambling again, but the debt continued to mount. Her husband wasn't able to go to work and was fired from his job in the name of restructuring. My sister and her husband, who were neck-deep in huge debts, had come back to this house for our dad's insurance money. My mom, unaware that she was being taken advantage of by my sister, got me out of that house on the spur of the moment. This is the result. Now you understand, don't you? There's no more insurance money for our dad in this house. All that is left is the mortgage. I'm going to leave now, and you guys will pay the rest of the mortgage, okay? I announced. Then, unexpectedly, my sister came running up to me with tears in her eyes. "Wait a minute, sis. My husband and I both have debts. There's no way we can pay the loan." "That is none of my business. Let's live with your mom, didn't you?" I replied. "No, I didn't know this was happening. Mom always said she wanted to live with you too, so I'm so happy for you." "Oh, no. Wait, don't go, Samantha. Right, Samantha? Please stay here," my mom and sister pleaded with me. But I had no reason to listen to them anymore. It has been almost a month since then. My mom and sister, who are impatient, began to work part-time day jobs. Even so, there is no way they would have enough money. In the end, they had to sell the family home and move to a cheap apartment where they fought every day. "Mom, it's because you said you're going to kick her out. I could have used her if you had let her stay there," Jessica said. "What? I did it to make room for you guys. What, you can't live without our money, can you?" My mom retorted. "Oh, you too? You said sweetly that you wanted to live with me, but in the end, you're only after the money." "So what? You're worthless other than money," Jessica shot back. "Watch your mouth. Get out of here," my mom shouted. "You get out of here now," Jessica yelled back. They could barely get enough to eat for the day. They couldn't even afford to buy one clothing item. The three of them should get along and cooperate. They are helpless people. As for me, on the other hand, I'm spending a fulfilling life at the company housing where I moved to. My commute to work is shorter than before, so I have more time to myself. I was shocked when I was kicked out of my own house, but now I'd rather say thank you for kicking me out. From now on, I want to spend my days happily thinking only of my happiness. Did you enjoy this story? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe for more content like this.